Welcome to Manchester United News Update Breaking News. Subscribe for more Manchester United news, match previews, and transfer updates. Man United transfer news. AMORIM'S scathing Rashford comment as Lecce issue Dorgu response. The latest Manchester United transfer news, views and rumors in the January window with updates on Christopher Nkunku, Alvaro Fernandez, Marcus Rashford, and more. Manchester United are yet to make a signing in the January transfer window, with financial restraints continuing to hinder the Reds. United's PSR position means they are working under a sell-to-buy policy which hinders Ruben Amorim's chances of adding reinforcements to his squad. That being said, the number of players linked with exits remain high. Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, Tyrell Malaysia, Case Moreau and Antony have all been tipped to secure moves away from Old Trafford, some more than others. Any potential departures could see a late dash for signings in the final 11 days of the window. Lecce's Patrick Dorgu is the likeliest name to move to Manchester, with discussions in place over a move. Alvaro Fernandez has also been linked with a return to Old Trafford as an alternative to Dorgu, with United reportedly having a £15 million buyback clause in his Benfica contract. Ipswich Town's Liam Delap, Brentford's Brian Bumo and Wolverhampton Wanderers' Mateus Cunha are all players mentioned this window. Lille's Jonathan David has also been linked with his contract expiring in June. Liverpool to scupper plans? A report of Liverpool scuppering any transfer plans involving Man United is never a good sign. Until now, perhaps? According to Corriere dello Sport via Team Talk, the bitter rivals are said to be interested in Karim Adeyemi, Napoli's alternative target to Alejandro Garnacho. With it speculated they could move for the German if he becomes available for sale at Borussia Dortmund, that could possibly force the Italians towards Garnacho. AMORIM'S scathing Rashford comment. Via Miguel Delaney, well, let's just say the future looks bleak for Marcus Rashford at Man United, if that wasn't known already. After the 27-year-old's latest absence from the squad, the manager has reportedly told the press, "I would put Jorge Vidal, the goalkeeping coach, on the bench before a player who doesn't give the maximum." Ruben Amorim on January transfers. Speaking post-match on TNT Sports, Ruben Amorim was asked what can be expected of Man United's business in the upcoming week. Remember, it is a pivotal week, as by the end the January window will be closed. We have to be cautious. The rules here, we know we have to follow the rules. We did mistakes in the past, we know we cannot do it now. We are focused on improving the team, but let's see. Let's focus on the players we have and the next game. Ferdinand talks Rashford. Rio Ferdinand has spoken again about Marcus Rashford's future. Alejandro Garnacho and Christopher Nkunku theories emerge as Man United transfer decisions loom. The latest Manchester United transfer news, as Christopher Nkunku is reportedly of interest whilst Alejandro Garnacho is wanted by Chelsea. A fresh update on the futures of both Alejandro Garnacho and Christopher Nkunku has emerged, theorizing how Manchester United's ongoing transfer saga may unravel this January. With a little over 1 week until deadline day, Man United remain hotly linked with conducting business. So far, they have not been able to get any deals over the line, whilst sanctioning Antony's loan exit to Real Betis. But as the clock ticks down, Garnacho and Nkunku are the names that could see Old Trafford chiefs dragged to the negotiation table. As Men's Sport understood, Chelsea moved ahead of Napoli as frontrunners for Garnacho. The 20-year-old sale is not being forced, nor is he pushing for it to happen either. However, Man United would welcome the pure profit it brings, as it would help their cause to comply with profit and sustainability rules, PSR, plus help begin Ruben Amorim's rebuild. Nkunku of Chelsea has since been mentioned in multiple reports as a target to arrive, with initial talks apparently taking place to discuss the feasibility of a switch. Talking on the matter to NBC Sports, journalist David Ornstein explained, "It's possible that Garnacho will move. That is something that I certainly wouldn't dismiss. There's interest in him from Napoli, as has been well documented, but they've not come close to the financial numbers Manchester United would expect. There have been inquiries from Chelsea, and that would be interesting, but we don't know if this is going to materialize. I would expect it to go down late in the window, and I would expect there to be some last-minute deadline day activity." Nkunku is a player Manchester United and I'm sure many other clubs admire, It's not gone so well for him at Chelsea, but again, could something develop late on that suits all parties? There's no definitive answer yet. Dialogue continues on them. The last thing Man United will need is a deadline day scramble involving deal sheets to get players in or out of the door. Yet this is what Ornstein leans towards saying will happen when business concludes on Monday, February 3rd. Transfer News Live. Man Utd's new Rashford issue. Arsenal striker plans emerge. Liverpool contracts latest. Premier League clubs have just 1 week to do any late business before the January transfer window shuts. And the likes of Arsenal and Manchester United are expected to be busy. The clock is ticking for any Premier League clubs looking to do some last-minute shopping. We've now entered the final week of the January transfer window, and there are still plenty of big deals waiting to be done. Take Marcus Rashford, for example. Surely he's now done at Manchester United after Ruben Amorim's latest comments. Chelsea are also in the running to land Alejandro Garnacho from United, who want to bring in a left wing-back and could strengthen elsewhere. The Blues have also been linked with Mathys Tel of Bayern Munich. Arsenal continue to be linked with signing a new striker. But will Mikel Arteta and co get anything done? The likes of Benjamin Sesko and Alexander Isak are surely out of reach right now. Wolves' Matheus Cunha, though, continues to be linked. And over at Anfield, will we get any sort of resolution to the contract drama involving Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk? Only time will tell. Rashford in no man's land. Well, if anyone thought there was a chance Marcus Rashford could end up staying at Manchester United this month, that now seems unlikely. Ruben Amorim said he'd rather play his goalkeeping coach than a player who doesn't give everything in what seemed like a pretty clear dig at Rashford. Is that the wisest thing to say when you're haggling with interested teams over how much of the star's huge £325,000 a week wages? Probably not. It leaves Rashford in no man's land. An exit surely has to happen now in the coming days. Amorim hints Garnacho could stay. Alejandro Garnacho is one of the Manchester United stars linked with an exit this month, with Chelsea and Napoli both rumored to be interested after his turbulent time under Ruben Amorim. But the Argentine's game time has steadily improved in recent weeks, and Amorim started the 20-year-old against Fulham on Sunday evening, his second start in 3 league games. Amorim dropped a big hint Garnacho was now in his plans as he said, "He's our player and I'm really happy with Garnacho. He's improving a lot," he said. "I think he had a really good game last Thursday versus Rangers. He's a young kid so he can recover very well. He's prepared for this game, and we want to use all the talent of Garnacho to win this game." Amorim drops huge Gyokeres transfer hint. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has hinted that Viktor Gyokeres will be his priority transfer target for 2025. The Red Devils secured a narrow 1-0 win over Fulham on Sunday, with a late deflected Lisandro Martinez goal enough to seal all 3 points and help Man United climb up to 12th place in the Premier League table. Despite the result at Craven Cottage, Amorim isn't satisfied with his current first-team squad at Old Trafford, and he has seemingly suggested that Gyokeres would be a huge asset for the club. When asked if scoring goals is a problem for his side following the win over Fulham, Amorim told TNT Sports, "Yes, I think so. In the second half, we wanted to change some things, but we lack some pace and power in front. We need to have more ball creators, and we need to take the ball to the line in the last third. We struggle a lot in these details." Gyokeres shone during his time under Amorim's management at Sporting CP, and he certainly fits the pace and power brief that Man Utd's new boss believes they are lacking. The Sweden international has scored 77 goals in 83 appearances for Sporting since his move from Coventry City in 2023, and he has been heavily touted to follow Amorim to Old Trafford this year. What else did Ruben Amorim say? In addition to his hint that Man United would benefit from the addition of Gyokeres, Amorim also revealed that the Red Devils must be extremely careful with their transfer business moving forward. "We have to be cautious, and we have to follow the rules," Amorim admitted when questioned about Man Utd's January transfer strategy. "I think we did mistakes in the past, and we cannot do that now. So we are focused on improving the team, but let's see. Let's focus on the players that we have and focus on the next game." Man United could be offered £45 million Chelsea star for Garnacho instead of Nkunku. Manchester United could reportedly be offered a £45 million Chelsea player in a swap deal with Alejandro Garnacho, but it's not Christopher Nkunku. Man United transfer news. The Red Devils still have time to complete some important business in the January transfer window, as Ruben Amorim looks for more quality in his squad for the second half of the season. Sevilla midfielder Lucien Agum is seen as a reported target for United in the coming days, with the 22-year-old potentially seen as someone who can add more legs in the middle of the park, following the struggles of Case Moreau and Christian Eriksen this season. Right back could be another position that Amorim sees as important moving forward, whether that be this month or in the January window, and Paris Saint-Germain star Achraf Hakimi has been linked with a switch to Old Trafford. That would be an eye-catching addition, considering he is widely seen as one of the best in Europe in his role. Nkunku is another player who has been backed to join the Red Devils in the near future, having struggled for playing time this season at Stamford Bridge. Now, one of his teammates has emerged as an alternative option. Man United linked with £45 million Chelsea ace. According to a fresh update from Give Me Sport, Manchester United could be offered Chelsea attacker Joao Felix in a swap deal involving Garnacho, having joined the Blues for £45 million last summer. He and Nkunku are both seen as serious avenues for the Red Devils to consider going down, and they are happy to sell Garnacho to a rival club with the Argentine more likely to leave than stay. Felix would feel like a risky signing for United, in many ways, seeing as he has struggled to reach his potential since winning the prestigious European Golden Boy award back in 2019. At that point, so much was expected of the Portuguese, in terms of becoming one of the best players on the planet, but instead, he has become a nomadic figure who has struggled to nail down a club. That said, if Amorim believes that he can get the best out of Felix, he needs to be trusted. United would have a very gifted footballer on their hands, with Alvaro Morata lauding him during their time together at Atletico Madrid, saying, "The truth is that Joao has a special talent, that last pass. Although also Correa, Lamar, Marcos, Coke. The people behind put up great balls and we have to keep working and run into space." There would be a risk element in United signing Felix, given his patchy form in recent times, but there is a wonderful footballer there who is waiting to explode if everything comes together, and he scored at Old Trafford for Chelsea last season.